set the tone.
So here we go. A.J. Mitchell with the start today for Jalen Williams. You're losing a lot of production, no doubt, and leadership with Williams out. But the long-range three to start from Lou Dort. He's always going to apply the defensive pressure, but they're on the offensive end.
And that's what you don't want to see if you're the Suns. You're in the gaps, you're helping, trying to see if Dort can make a shot, and he makes one early.
Adjustment game 1 to game 2. Jordan Ott talked about ball movement, spacing, no isolation. Brooks, like to work on Holmgren, going to pick up his first foul. And they did more of that in game 2, but got down big early. That's his ritual.
You saw that, right?
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. The stare. Full court pressure from Gillespie, who gets a start again here, as he did in game 2. Mitchell around the screen. Dort operates, Booker on him. And it's Gillespie matched up with SGA. Dort, pump fake, physical foul. He'll go to the free throw line. It's Brooks who's going to pick up his first.
And you saw right there, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander ran a pick and roll with Devin Booker, and Booker did not want to switch. He tried to stay on his matchup. So keep an eye on that to see if Booker does eventually switch over to SGA.
Best record in the NBA for the second straight season, the defending champs. And also, they've won 10 straight first-round series in the playoffs. Dort had the shot initially and now leaves it inside. Hartenstein with the dunk.
Good drop off by Dort, getting baseline. That's where you want to influence an offensive player. There's less space, but still made a great decision.
That matchup, and now the switch. SGA. Iguodala out to Green. Jalen misfires. Gillespie had it and was fouled. Hartenstein picks up his first.
You can be around it, you can see it, but actually going through it, to have to make adjustments and decisions in real time is a totally different situation.
Brooks steps back beyond the line, off the heel. Another chance, though. Booker fades at the free throw line over Dort.
And those shots that Booker gets off an offensive rebound, he's not going to get a lot of space. So whenever he gets space in those situations, he has to take full advantage.
Five-time All-Star who had 22 in game 1 and then 23 in the other. And the bucket quickly at this end.
And that's why you start a guy like A.J. Mitchell. He can be a primary ball handler, a primary creator, where SGA can play behind the defense at times.
Oh, good look. Double team. Iguodala finishes from Gillespie.
That was a great pass by Gillespie. He just strung out that pick and roll and had the Thunder defense caught in no man's land to drop off the dime.
OKC 3 for 3 so far to start at this end. Tipped out of bounds, stays here.
Watch this pass by Gillespie. He kind of fans out, stops, pauses, and drops it off. Hartenstein was stuck between helping and not guarding his own man.
Gillespie, a player who's really come into his own and emerged this season.
And he had to grind for it. He had to work for it. And his confidence and belief in him is picked up.
Matched up with SGA, that mid-range floater. Fade away along the baseline. And they have not missed a shot.
No, 4 for 4 by the Thunder, but they're getting the shots they get every single night, so they're comfortable taking those shots.
Quick swing. Green. Mitchell trying to stay with him, get some help from Hartenstein. Trying to create along the baseline. Big step for Brooks. Floats, nope. Holmgren clears. Change of direction and pace, and will create the foul on the reach. As an offensive player, he just has such patience as well. Dort cleared Iguodala, the only son to play all 82 this year. Booker on the run. Skip, Gillespie, in and out. Suns could really use some of the early ones to go down.
They're going to have to.
7, Jamal.
Yeah, they're going to have to. And you see their defense trying to pick up, but they're going to have to make shots, especially a three-point shot, to give space to their offensive players.
Mitchell. Got Brooks in the air. Strong move off the glass and in.
Mitchell just is an attacker, and it's one thing to be able to do it off the bench. When you can do the same thing with the starters, that's a different mindset, a different confidence.
Brooks way off, head the other way. Mitchell getting the start, the second-year player out of UC Santa Barbara, and talking to Mark Daigneault saying, look, maybe one of our least experienced players in terms of the playoffs, but he's ready. He's proven that.
He absolutely is. He has no problem throwing him in the fire, and Dort gets a clean-looking three. Just wasn't able to knock it down.
Booker got it. First three of the game for the Suns. 1 of 6 now.
And those are opportunities Booker does not get often. Great pass right there from Jalen Green to get their best player a nice look.
Mitchell had it taken away, head of the pack. Here comes Booker. The easy lay-in. Eventually. With a smile on his face.
I don't know if he put on his clown suit or if he was trying to trick all of us, but he almost missed that layup, got it to go.
The collective groan from this crowd here. So we're tied at 11. SGA from the elbow, just making it look easy.
Unflappable, right? Like he just gets to his spots, pulls up when he wants to.
Brooks right back at it the other way. If they can get some of those too, in transition or at least before the Thunder sets up that half-court defense. 2-1 lead for Atlanta in that series. Shot clock down to 3. Iguodala, got it over Holmgren.
And those are the plays right there that Coach I talked about. Devin Booker making the right read. He got 2 people on him. He's done his job. Now he has to make a teammate better. He does that right there.
Iguodala getting the starts because Mark Williams out of the lineup here. It's a 9-2 Phoenix run. Jordan Cornette, you have more?
I was able to peek into the Suns huddle, and a lot of the conversation geared towards Iguodala and his ability coming from both the players and coach.
Defensively, you know what he gives them. Had 3 steals in 23 minutes in game 2. Mitchell, tough shot, gets it back. Gillespie tipped it out of bounds, 12 on the shot clock.
It was amazing just to watch Shea just walk his defender down. He literally walked him to a spot. The help defense came, he made the pass, but like you said, he is so calm with his game, no matter what.
Takes what's there. #1 sportsbook for live betting. Get in on the action. Download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. So the coach's challenge was successful. It did eventually go off of A.J. Mitchell, and it's Suns basketball. Aaron Wiggins now in off the bench for the Thunder. Caught a piece right there. Who nailed it? Knocked it down. In game 2, but just 1 of 8 from 3-point range. They could really use him to get going. And remember, Grayson Allen supposed to be available for this game 3.
And he will be big time for them coming in. Even if he's not making shots, the space he will provide to Booker, Brooks, and Green on offense.
13-2 Phoenix run. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander looking out to Dort. Holmgren. Booker trying to stay with him. One-footed fadeaway, got it. Pretty work.
I've seen that shot before. It was a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki. Different place on the court, but the same movements and rhythms.
Kind of invented it, and we see a lot of guys try to copy it. Gillespie fades along the baseline.
And that was nice footwork right there by Gillespie. Could have tried his luck and said, let me just fan out.
Didn't quite get there, blocking foul. For the Thunder, and Royce O'Neal in for the Suns, who is now defending SGA. They get the switch. 5 on the shot clock. Williams in and out. Didn't take long to get that first shot up. Suns have made their last 5 from the floor. Screen and roll. Corner O'Neal, who can shoot the 3, obviously. Brooks over Wallace, just elevated with that jumper.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go in the area of the floor he needed to be at. Big time shot by Brooks.
6 in the game for Dillon. Wallace, who at times has started for Jalen Williams when he hasn't been able to go throughout the regular season. Caruso rolled in and out. Suns looking aggressive at the offensive end. whistle and a foul is going to go against the Thunder.
And Coach Ott talked about Booker's leadership.
Caruso in the 4th team foul on Oklahoma City, in and out for Green. Go back to that. Teaching while he's playing with the players, the younger players here, constantly learning from not only what he's saying but what he's doing.
Yes, because there was a situation that happened where Booker was open. Green said, "I missed you." The very next possession, Booker gets the ball, throws it right back to Green, then goes and teaches him, like, hey, that's what we're trying to do. Look up the court, quick decisions.
And you talk to the Suns organization, they say he makes the right play all the time. In the playoffs,
yes.
though, are there times when you've got to be more aggressive and selfish?
There is, but you also have to take what's there, and then in between that, still take over games. And Booker looks like he's doing that right now.
So Grayson Allen on the floor. You hear it from the crowd. Missed the first 2 games. He's had a tough time with that left hamstring, and through the season, missed games with a knee as well. So his first action here in the playoffs in this first round. Tipped out with 12 in the shot clock. 159 threes on the year for Allen. Wallace. Yep, got it. They're a little bit late defensively getting out there. Grayson Wallace makes them pay.
And that was a great possession by the Thunder. They went side to side to one of their guys knock it down. Yes.
The hands and the defensive pressure, they took her right away from Brooks. But the first turnover for the Suns. Swing it. Jay Will. Pure all night long.
And he said, let's go, come on. He is shooting it with confidence, and you can see his team saying, let it fly.
Scoreless in game 2 for Jalen Williams, not here. Booker got his own rebound off of SGA.
Watch the Thunder defense. This is who they are. This is who they've been. Watch the defense by Wallace. He said, give me that. And then watch the extra pass. Caruso.
Allen's first try, straight on but short. Here come the Thunder. SGA on the run. Again, that patience, that hesitation.
He's just so at peace. When he's coming downhill at the basket, you're at his mercy. You don't know what he's going to do, but he's always under control. OKC on a 6-8-0 run.
Shooting 63% from the floor. Allen just kind of measured it. The first 3, nails this one.
And he's someone who can help change different things. Oh, I've seen that move before, SGA. That was nice.
Wallace strong. Come on, Malawach in the game. Almost ran that down. Just fell to Caruso for an easy layup.
Hey, Caruso's living right. You know, when you do the right things, it usually works out in your favor. And he is the ultimate professional, always doing the right thing.
You create your luck by the work.
You do. When preparation meets opportunity.
Malawach sets the screen. Allen even deeper 3 this time.
Hey, Allen's my type of guy. He hasn't played in a while. 3 threes gets him up in less than 3 minutes. I love it.
Less than 3 minutes. It's like a minute. Oh. Yep, just motioned to the crowd. That is a 3 from the reigning MVP. 13-3 run for OKC to take the lead.
And look at them play defense. Look at Caruso.
I mean, just face guarding them right now.
Look at Wallace. These guys are just so tied in, the communication.
Malawach could gather, but couldn't make it. Here comes SGA. They're just relentless at that end. Wiggins. Inside out they go, deep corner. Yep, Wallace has got another one.
You can just tell OKC plays agenda-free basketball. Whoever gets it, shoot it with confidence. You're just playing for the team.
Shooting 65% from the floor and 56% from three-point range. Allen went down hard. Jalen Williams, the foul.
So, and look at Williams communicate. Caruso still not letting Allen touch it. Wallace making it difficult for Booker to receive a catch. And look how 2 blue jerseys swarm the paint. That is textbook great defense right there by the OKC Thunder.
I mean, where is it? Doesn't exist.
There is none, no.
So OKC over the limit. Allen to the line, well short.
And even that possession, you have to give Phoenix credit. They went side to side. They got to a pick and roll. They made all the right reads, but it just shows how connected this OKC defense is.
A.J. Mitchell back on for Caruso. And who came here and gave him championship pedigree.
Jalen Williams, you know, guys may get in foul trouble. Holmgren hasn't been out there in a while, and they just find guys. Mitchell attacking.
Malawach got him with the body. The rookie out of Duke, his first. It's what they did all year, though, OKC. It was just that next man up mentality.
That's what they've done. As he's still down, A.J. Mitchell attacking the basket. Their best punch to start. They withstood that and still have a lead.
Got the first for an 87% free throw shooter. Reminder tonight on Peacock. Check out Peacock Performance View. Whole new way to watch with real-time stats, live shot data, and player tracking. Dive deeper into the action. Brooks has got the stare on the sideline, too.
There's no off switch with him. That keeps his teams with that certain grit.
That pregame ritual today, you've gotten used to it. If
How would you have handled that? How would you have handled that, TG?
But Lou Dort was right there. He wouldn't move. He kept
move.
shooting threes right in his space. O'Neal, long three, rims in and out.
To win a championship, they know what they're doing is working.
Thunder ended that first quarter on an 18-4 run. So Green works it around to O'Neal. Allen not shy. He gets up another shot.
That was a great. He's out here like Terry Gannon. He is fired it up every single time. And I love it. I mean, he just free in that play.
Malawach, who the Suns organization loves. He is as hard a worker as they have on their roster. And think that he's going to be really good. Brooks back in here to start the second. Tough shot over Holmgren.
Yeah, Malawach works really, really hard. Just watching him right now, even communicating on defense. Those little things have a big impact. Uh-oh.
Mitchell, you got an uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I thought it was going somewhere else with it.
Tipped out, still the Suns basketball.
And now you're going to see Jalen Green at point with Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal being off the ball. He's going to be a lead decision maker. We'll stay in pick and roll or he'll just beat you one-on-one.
Green elevates the lay-in.
He is so fast getting downhill. He beat the help defense. He beat the initial defender, but then he beat the help defense as well.
And then well above the rim. He's got 7 in the game. Jared McCain. First time in off the bench here in game 3. Works his way along the baseline. Chance for 3.
You know his number. You know how many he has.
Yeah, I know it.
All right.
Second-year player out of Duke who they picked up in the trade deadline.
Don't let me find out you're doing dances on TikTok.
No.
Okay.
You'll never.
All right.
If I could dance, I would. Green. Tough defense from Mitchell. Made that a difficult shot. Holmgren clears another one. Because you know in the half court at least, you're not going to get many easy shots. Hartenstein got bumped, holds on to it, looking for help. Defense in the corner. Brooks all over him. Backdoor Mitchell read it perfectly.
That was a fall asleep moment by Jalen Green and great timing right there by Mitchell. He saw his teammate was stuck. He said this is an easy free run to the basket.
Mitchell with 8 here in the first half. Pump fake. Allen gets clear to the baseline. Oh, knocks down a deep corner 3.
You like that one. You like that one.
That's not easy.
That was nice. That was nice. Grayson Allen, you would never know he missed the beat. 7 points already.
Just to get the balance in the corner. Taken away for a moment. Scramble and the double with contact. Whistle and a foul. Going to go against Royce O'Neal.
Watch A.J. Mitchell and the timing.
Mitchell, nope. Malawach with the rebound. Changes direction a couple of times for Green. There's the help. Brooks spins, fades, buys it.
He is getting where he wants to go. He knows he has to get into Chet's body to take away the lift that Chet presents with contesting the shots.
He's got 8 in the game so far. McCain, who's fit in nicely with this crew. Little step back 15-footer, and that's big with the Thunder being part of this crew.
It is, but it's also amazing how in the season we talk about not taking the contested twos and the mid-range shots, but you see so many of them in the playoffs because they're needed. They're not letting you shoot the open threes, and they're not letting you get to the basket.
McCain feeling it. In and out. Loose ball foul on the rebound. Going to go against the Suns.
And these are things that move the scoreboard in the playoffs. You got to have it. You got to fight through physicality, whatever it takes. It was a paint touch, per se, but he definitely shot the mid-range. And then McCain.
Oh, no. Nifty little behind the back for Brooks.
He wants his matchup.
Booker.
Oh, yeah.
Forcing the issue. On the kick, they got a hand. Swing, O'Neal, 3 on the shot clock.
And Booker was wide open in the corner after he penetrated and kicked out. They missed him.
They're 4 of 15 beyond the arc so far. McCain misses badly out of bounds. It'll be Thunder basketball.
And watch Booker. He attacks the basket, makes the play. Look how open he is. That's not. Yes, call him for it.
Yep. You talk about him being more aggressive offensively, but it's the team.
It's both. They work hand in hand. I mean, you can't miss those kind of opportunities when you're trying to fight. It's A.J. Mitchell just attacks and attacks, and he's usually going left when he attacks, but he has 10 points already.
Double figures. I'm not sure how he got that one off the glass and in. Iguodaro's back in. Yep. Brooks beyond the arc for 3.
And that's what else the mid-range shot does. It lets you find a target so you're feeling good about your shot, which then allows the three-point shot to go easier.
Double figures with 11. Nifty move from McCain this time, creating inside.
This is M&M. McCain and Mitchell show us the second quarter.
Green trying to join it. Mitchell picks up the foul.
25, A.J. Mitchell. First personal, second team foul.
Giving this team some life.
So Mitchell's first, second team foul. Gillespie is back in now. Green takes a seat. Brooks, contact, foul on Chet Holmgren.
And then he slid like he was going down the super slide. Right now, attacking the basket, Dylan Brooks, free throw.
Right? Because you feel like the Suns that you played pretty well.
Yes,
You've had a good start here. You look up and you're down now 5 after the free throw.
Exactly. And that's the part, but you just got to stay with it. You're a young team. You got a young coach. But you just got to fight and give yourself a chance.
Got them both. Mark Daignault, by the way, talking to him before the game. And I expected this, but I said, how is it different being the defending champs in the playoffs? I know you've talked about the regular season, viewing it as an entirely different thing. He said, we didn't even talk about last year. We're not defending anything. This is brand new. McCain is brand new, mid-season at least. Holmgren again matched up on Brooks. Took it away. Hartenstein gives it up to McCain. Big step in the lane, floats. See if the Suns look to push here. Pull up, Booker.
But those are the opportunities Booker's going to have to take. When the defense is in back transition, they're backpedaling. You have to make the read and be aggressive in those situations.
They're just 5 of 17 from three-point range, though. Tipped out after the Holmgren miss. Stays at this end.
And then you watch SGA come back in the game.
You're like, oh yeah, I forgot that he has as well. Not only as a pretty lead from SGA creating to Holmgren on that, it allows you to play the way they do too. So physical, forcing the issue, get in foul trouble, the next guy steps up.
That depth and that trust they play with. If you watch, SGA plays a lot of ISO ball, but it's not ISO ball as Devin Booker gets a shot to go. It's not ISO ball for him, it's ISO ball for the team. So you're just giving me space, but if you come over, I have no problem dropping it off or getting a layup as he does right there.
There was contact, and Gillespie hit the deck. SGA with 11 in the game now. Green bumps, bucket to the line. Chance for three.
Well, he had the matchup, and then I heard Yin Yang Twins playing and got him going like he was out in the summer night playing. I knew he was going to attack. Watch Jalen Green walk.
Third foul on Holmgren. You could be flashy and be a fundamentally sound player. Yeah, two things could be true at once.
Absolutely.
Green with 10 in the game. Gillespie trying to deny SGA. Can't do it. Little contact there as well, and the crowd reacts. Wallace denied by Gillespie. Makes it a tough shot. Good defense. Booker on the move around Gordon. In and out the swing. Good ball movement from the Suns. Iguodala on the finish. Both teams upset. Suns want
The stick. They can't guard us if we move it.
Jay Will with the miss. Tipped down. It'll be Phoenix basketball. 18 bench points already in this one for Oklahoma City.
And that's what's kept them afloat, especially with the Suns' run. The Suns striking in transition. You want to do that anyway. You really want to do it against a defensive team like this.
Feel like you have to.
You have to.
Iguodala the screen. Going to get it back and the flush. Straight down the lane.
And right there, SGA was the low man. He didn't sell out and stop that pocket pass by Jalen Green, and that's what allowed the dunk.
So Phoenix back on top, 49-48 on the strength of a 7-0 run. Game is kind of going that way, back and forth with runs. SGA, just a little floater, fade away as he does.
SGA hasn't missed yet. Like, he just gets the shot he wants at all times.
Booker again to lead, but a whistle and a blocking foul before that. So Booker creates, going to draw that.
Jalen Green runs and look effortless.
Well, that's what every time he scores down here, you just left going, it's not that easy. you make it look too easy.
Way too easy. But the Suns have the lead again.
Devin Booker with 11 in the game. So you got 3 Suns in double figures at this point. Looking for a stop here. Help defense. Recovery. Gilgeous-Alexander got hit. I believe it was Booker, and it was. That's the second on Devin.
SGA is so good with his footwork. If you look when he got the ball, he rejected it, which allowed him to get left.
From the line throughout the regular season. So we take a look at the upcoming playoff schedule. NBC Peacock today. You got the Knicks and the Hawks, game 4. Atlanta up 2 games to 1. I know, it is
That's
one
a
of
game
those.
right there. That's a series.
ABC tonight, Denver and Minnesota. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
Both series, Terry, has been unbelievable. The Knicks-Hawks game and Atlanta showing fight, and then Minnesota just jumping all over Denver that last game.
Gilgeous-Alexander with 15 in the game. And he hasn't really taken over the game. I mean, it's been his kind of 15. Allen way off. Back to the Thunder.
Been a quiet 15, though, right? It's just been
doesn't it
stealth.
seem like it?
Nothing's been loud about it.
Clutch player of the year in the NBA. Going back to work, creating for Williams. I mean, even that, making that look easy.
Everything about it is like he's just in a flow. He's just in a total flow, and obviously averages 30 points a game, 30-plus points.
Green got hit, somehow gets it to go as he hits the deck.
That was tough. Yeah, I'm not sure. The pass.
Good work behind on the baseline from Caruso, too, just finding that spot.
And you also give the coaching staff with OKC that they knew that was going to be open coming out of the timeout.
So the Thunder has answered with a 7-0 run. Allen not able to change that. 2 of 7 now for Grayson Allen. Quick, rising for the jumper, SGA. And it's a 9-0 run as he's got 17 here in the first half.
SGA is just, look, there's nothing in a rush. He's almost like he's working backwards. Like, I'm not in a rush. I'm going to go slow to go fast because I know exactly where I want to go. And here he goes.
Williams in the corner, a little bit long. You know, you talk about young players. The game has got to slow down for you.
Yes.
He plays like that all the time, every game.
Every time. And once you figure out the game and you figure out what works for you and it works worldwide, that's a world-proof game. It can work anywhere.
Gillespie got his own rebound and the follow.
Good finish by Gillespie. Gillespie knew it was short. And when you shoot it and you know it's short, sometimes you're the only one who knows what's going to go. Good offensive rebound.
He's got 4 points, but that's his 5th rebound of the game. Matched up, trying to stay.
Jab three.
Alexander.
Look, walks down, walks to a spot. It's like if me and you right now are playing LA Fitness. We're just walking guys down right now, TG.
It's a good idea, by the way. Imagine how many times he's done that in the gym by himself, working on just that. Caruso. Deep corner 3, rainbow 3.
The Caruso show. He is such a winner. Knows how to play off of guys and brings so much to a winning culture.
It is their largest lead of the game. Caruso ahead of the pack, going to run it down. SGA just going to control things. Iguodala, yeah, trying to stay with him. Help from Brooks, though. Tipped out, Dillon got a piece. With 5 on the shot clock, it's a 12-2 Thunder.
Doing a great job of that right now.
Shooting 58% from the floor. A little less than that now. Booker charges. They've gone cold. Bad time to go cold.
Yep, if you're the Suns, those are the opportunities you're going to have to take, though. Booker has to strike in transition where he gets at least some one-on-one coverage. He just missed a shot.
Chance to take the last here from the Thunder. Dort. Physical. Created the space. Mitchell. That'll do it. So to use it there with 11+ minutes left in the third. And only 3 timeouts left. To charge timeout as well. Iguodala, boy, a nice 2-man game there as he rolled straight to the hoop.
And that was really nice. Lou Dort was the low man on that play. He should have been in rotation. But he had Devin Booker on his corner where he said, I didn't want to leave him. And that's why the Suns got it.
Up top, Hartenstein from Mitchell.
And literally the same exact thing just happened on the opposite end. Dylan Brooks was supposed to be the low man. He was stuck with Chet Holmgren.
They've had the answer every time and have come back with 7-0 runs, 12-0 runs. Booker operates as Dort hits the deck. Brooks with a long 3, whistle, loose ball foul. Hartenstein.
And we talk about why that low man is so important because he's the last line of defense. Dort should be over, but he's hugged up the book. He gave up a wide open dunk.
Does happen. Isaiah Hartenstein, by the way, just picked up his 3rd foul. Gillespie spots up for 3.
The Suns have some life, 64-60, down 4.
Can feel it. A little bit of noise and energy in this building now.
And that's what they're going to need. They're going to need to give the crowd reasons to get involved.
Boy, Gillespie all over SGA, and he acts like he's not even there.
That was such an old man finish, and I say that respectively. He went off the glass when he could have went straight in. But that's smart because it's like trying to hit a moving target.
Old school.
Old school. Old school.
Yeah. So the Booker, see if he goes to work here in the third. Green is a little bit short with that 3. SGA surveying the court. Mitchell changes directions, stops somehow in the lane, doesn't pick up the pivot foot, tipped up, and a foul is called.
Suns foul on number 11.
Also Iguodala. And that's his 3rd.
Iguodala's third foul. But he's trying to bring energy. He knows the Suns team needs it. This crowd needs it. Trying to provide any energy and spark he can.
Only a handful of free throws so far in this game for Oklahoma City, but they're perfect from the line, 6 of 6. As we tell you, don't miss a playoff moment in the NBA app. Tap to watch games live, dive deeper into the stat lines from the series so far, and go behind the scenes of the postseason in the Moments tab. First miss from the line of the game for the Thunder.
And now you're seeing Dylan Brooks be a hub and be the point. He knows Chet Holmgren is not going to pressure him, so he can run the offense, and it can run a little bit more smoother to alleviate this defense OKC's providing.
Booker got knocked down on that back door. He's still down at the other end. Holmgren leaves it big to big. Hartenstein with the dunk, but Booker hobbles to the bench. Suns more concerned about that right now.
Laid up with his left hand on the right side.
Still hasn't missed. He's 9 of 9 with 21 in the game.
But it's the shots he's getting. He's getting everywhere he wants to go. No shot has been difficult.
Green trying to create. You're kind of left with that right now. Grayson Allen back on the floor. So you got a three-point shooter in there, but he's 2 of 7 tonight.
And OKC on a 7-0 run. Starting to find their rhythm again.
Shea, cross court, they swing it. Mitchell, who got the start tonight for the injured Jalen Williams, who we didn't see in the first half, but he has come out to the floor here in the second. Iguodala,
good block.
Blocked by Hartenstein. And Mitchell can't run it down.
Watch Chet being that low man we talked about coming over. That's the thing about the playoffs. You're not worried about any embarrassment. Then SGA just splits 2 defenders to the left hand.
Holmgren had 4 blocks in game 2. He was great defensively. Speaking of great, the shot. Dylan Brooks, he's got 15.
He's been a constant source of scoring for this Suns team, especially now with Booker out. He has to.
Going to need to be without Booker in the lineup right now. Mitchell, the miss. Iguodala. Gillespie controls.
Got the switch or nobody.
They left him wide open off the heel.
Some miscommunication right there. Got Gillespie a wide open shot, but now he has to deal with SGA.
Dort inside. Mitchell passed it up. Trying to create 5 on the shot clock. Up and under. Pretty good defense from Brooks, too.
That was solid defense. Mitchell found the space to get the shots up. No bucket.
Brooks to work at the other end. Dort got a hand in there, whistled for the foul. Third on the board, as guess who is checking back in, Devin Booker.
That's a welcome addition. 1.
One of the elite defenders, and he's decided to make himself that Lou Dort, even though he can't score. And you hear the hand with Devin Booker as he returns. Game on 4 of 8. So it's a 7-point Thunder lead. Little full court pressure from Gillespie. Again, right in his face. SGA says, I can go by you, though. Payson Wallace checked in. Another chance. Left wide open. The first miss for Gilgeous-Alexander, but he gets it right back. I mean, it's just demoralizing.
He was mad at the miss. He said, give me that rock back. Let me right my wrongs.
He's 10 of 11, but he picked up an offensive rebound. Booker going right to work off the bench. 1 and done.
That would have been huge for this crowd, seeing Book come back in, knock down a 3.
And Iguodala is going to get there late on the body and pick up the foul. On that injury when Booker went to the floor and had to leave. They burned a timeout, so the Suns down to 2 timeouts. Dort. Gillespie.
The box out by Booker. Gets to a spot. Knocks it down.
Challenged by Dort. Still knocks it down along the baseline.
And it's still a 7-point game. The Suns are just staying right here.
SGA floats sideways
on,
this time. I mean, it's just silky smooth every time. 11 of 12, 25 in the game.
Yeah, you knew he made that. Yeah, you knew he made that one. After getting the 2 to go, he's back. Good pass right there by Brooks. Watch Booker get into a spot. 1-2 pull up. Knocking it down.
Exploding.
And Brooks with another foul. Trying to play tough defense and run through the screen.
Green high in the air for a rebound. Jalen Green's got 6 assists in the game today. Swing it. Corner. Brooks. Nope.
But that's the right play if you're the Suns. It goes around the horn, side to side. The defense has to shift.
Make or miss league on some level, right?
Yes.
Green's going to pick up the foul, trying to stay with SGA.
SGA getting to his right hand. Booker reaches.
Jules heading to Kansas City, take on the Royals. American League Showdown in KC on Sunday Night Baseball. Live on Peacock and NBCSN. First miss at the
Yeah, you did it. Of course you did.
It doesn't exist. Broadcaster's jinx does not exist. Royce O'Neal in for the Suns. Look at Wallace. As Booker goes by him, challenged enough to miss the shot. J. Will up top, got him there. Caruso, yep, another one from the corner. Man who makes big plays in those moments. Takes it away, a steal. Lost it out of bounds. Back to Phoenix.
Grayson Allen. Is he getting ready to come in? No, he's not.
Got hit right here, Gillespie.
Gillespie sure did right there.
Right there with the elbow. He's all right now, bringing it up. But the largest lead of the game for the Thunder at the moment. So a dangerous time right now here in the third for the Suns.
It is, but you can see Booker's energy. He's starting to pick up his aggressiveness. Good pass right there.
Iguodaro taking up a lot of space in the lane. Cuts it to a 10-point lead.
And you may see those sets more often than not with the Suns getting Booker closer to the basket, letting him be a primary decision maker.
J. Will, body control.
Oh, filet.
Yeah.
J. Will come with the. All right, big fella.
It's not just intensity. It's not just relentless. They got style as well.
They do. It's infectious. And they trust this guy right here.
Booker got a hold of it. Spins. Lost it. 10 on the shot clock. Thunder ball.
Watch the pick and roll. Devin Booker catching it right there. Attacking the basket just enough to engage the defense. Their culture and their standard always wins out. They always are present, no matter who's in. Next man up.
You've got to give Mark Daignault a lot of credit for that, to create that culture and that belief. Getting guys to buy in as Green falls and makes it.
He was fading away.
Yeah, to say the least.
He faded all the way to Suns Avenue. That was nice.
But it's one thing to talk about creating a culture. It's another to get everybody on that roster to buy in.
Yep.
Grayson Allen back in, available today to play. First time in the series. Another bucket from deep range.
And the Suns are starting to look more like the Suns. Green has 17 points, but they have a bop. They have some energy in their steps now.
Looking for a little bit life to close out the quarter. They gave up a lot going to the break. SGA and Booker called for the push.
One thing that's underrated about SGA, he has such emotional stability. Like nothing frazzles him or gets him high or low. He's just right there in the middle no matter what. And you can see that calmness rub off on his teammates as well.
Plays like that. Facially, the expressions
Yes.
are like that.
You can't read him.
No, and it's got to work on the opposition over time, too. It gets so frustrating that you can't get to this guy.
I would play a guy in the park. He fouled me too much. I'm going at him. I foul him. He act like he doesn't care. That frustrated me more.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And that's his
That's his
makeup
whole life,
all the time.
Good pass. That's what Booker was talking about earlier. Comes back to you.
Gets it back to Green. Got it again. Jalen Green having a big game. He's got 20.
And that's the trust we talked about earlier. That's the teaching thing we were talking about. That back and forth.
SGA somehow, some way on the baseline. Look like he's behind the backboard.
His feet were painted sideways. He just was comfortable being uncomfortable.
Pressure from Caruso. The last man to touch it was Green, creating the turnover.
Yeah, speaking of SGA, he said in the Oklahoma City Thunder as I was listening in, guys, be strong with the basketball. We've got the Suns in the bonus. Anytime they foul us, it's points at the free throw line.
So under a minute here in the third.
And scorers know how to score. Listen to what Jordan just said. He knows they're in the bonus. Be strong, attack the basket. It's 3 points for us.
Caruso making everything tough for Green right now. He's gotten hot, no doubt about it. He's got 20 in the game, but created the turnover a moment ago and made that a difficult shot. No shot clock here.
Jab step shot three.
Anything he wants.
Told
man.
you.
Anything he wants. A little bit short this time. The heave. End of three. Green opens up with a three, gets it back. Fresh 14. Swinging around. Mitchell, yep, rattles this one home.
Mitchell knocks it down. They are trying to repeat that second quarter. Coming straight off the bench. Straight to get a bucket.
He's got 13 in a game in which he got the start today. Jalen Green's had a big one offensively, in and out this time.
And you can see Coach Degno is very, very intentional with telling those guys, be aggressive. There's no SGA on the court. We can feed off your energy as Mitchell shoots another one.
Gillespie. So you look to these opening minutes of the fourth here, if the Suns are going to stay in this game and try to steal one here, get it to 2-1 in terms of the series. Grayson Allen inside out. Royce O'Neal can certainly shoot that. Bam, knocks it down from three-point range.
Those are the Suns' possessions they have to stay within this game. This is winning time. This is the game that can change everything.
He had over 200 threes throughout the year and doing it now in the playoffs. Holmgren, the spin, creates space. Iguodala just had no defense there.
Big time shot right there by Holmgren. Gets to a spot, use the bump, fades. OKC.
You saw that shot of SGA getting a rest with 30 in the game, and he's only missed 3 shots the entire game. Grayson Allen, the long corner three. He's had a tough time shooting from three-point range tonight, 2 of 8. And just held Holmgren. He's going to argue, but he was all over Chet. Foul on Allen, by the way, the first team foul here in the fourth. The reach, O'Neal whistled for it.
And these fouls are happening early, but
down low, Iguodala had a challenged Hartenstein. It's going to be called for the foul.
Oklahoma City fouls on number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein, his fourth.
His fourth.
the
Game 3 here today. We look ahead at this series. Game 4 comes your way Monday, 9:30 p.m. on Peacock and NBCSN. And then if necessary, Game 5 Wednesday, eventually Friday and Sunday, bouncing back and forth. But right now, the Suns really trying to give,
right, just to say, you know what, let's try to get this thing to 2-1 and go from there. Iguodala knocks down his free throw.
Well, you mentioned it the last couple of years. I mean, it not only, I said 10 straight first-round series that the Thunder have won, they've swept the last 2 years. Whistle out before the shot. And the foul on Gillespie.
McCain can feel the defensive pressure by
Stop to create that, force that. Holmgren likes that spin. And then some. Chet Holmgren with the finish.
And people think when you're a thinner guy, that means you don't like the physicality. You actually like it as well because you know where guys are and how to use the counters and work against them.
Holmgren 4 of 5 from the floor tonight. Brooks, backs off Holmgren a little bit, knocks it down from the line.
If you're Phoenix, this is where you have to make a stand. Let's get 3 stops in a row and go on a run while SGA is out. If you're OKC, let's try to get another foul as we just got one.
Iguodala away from the ball, sending Holmgren to the... Brooks eventually up top, over back. Suns basketball.
You see Devin Booker coming down with energy right here. This is when he's at his best.
Headed blocked. Wallace, beautiful timing.
Payson Wallace with the great rear view contests.
Wallace trying to get it done at the other end now. Hartenstein sensed that Iguodala was there. He blocked it. Recovery by Iguodala. Starts the break. Booker blocked it. Holmgren. How many times, Jamal? Another one.
A triple entendre.
This is getting ridiculous now. For ending. Somebody's going to get a shot up here cleanly. I promise.
Well, if it was you would get a shot up. I'm telling you. I know your work.
Oh, look who's talking. Mitchell does get one up there. Doesn't go. Whistle and a loose ball foul. It's going to go against the Suns.
Free throws.
Free throws right now.
And look who's coming in.
By 5 of 19 for the game. And here comes you-know-who.
And you know what he's going to do.
Same thing he's done all night, all season.
Allow them to get free points. They're too good for that. And you have to strike fast with the advanced passes and not go against their set defense.
It's an 11-point Thunder lead. Haywood Highsmith now on the floor for the Suns. Sets the screen for Booker. There's the double, the recovery, and a little overzealous on the reach is Hartenstein.
That's only the second foul on the Thunder, so they still can be more aggressive.
So that's his 5th. Iguodala on the other side has 5. Hartenstein to the bench. Here comes Jay Will. Brooks with 19 in the game. Booker with 16 in the game. Jalen Green leading all scorers for the Suns with 20. Taken away, the turnover, giving it back. SGA thought about keeping it out top, said no, I got a lane, I can do this. And fired up.